Oh no. Outbreak here for Mandalas. Which is like, what's your thoughts? What's your opinion on it?
On the fire issue.
Yeah.
The fire issue is getting too much of that.
Getting too much. Have you come out now? It's getting too much.
It's getting too much.
Okay.
As in, even know what to do to stop the.
What to do to stop it?
To stop it. About 4 buildings catch fire today.
4
buildings catch fire.
Do you have a business here in Mandalas?
Yeah,
you have a shop.
This is my shop.
This is your shop.
I've not yet opened it.
You've not opened it. But are you not always afraid because of all these fire incidents? Are you not always afraid?
Always afraid. Even like yesterday, I've not slept yesterday. This is where I am yesterday.
Since yesterday, you've not slept?
Yes, because of the afraid.
You are afraid of the
opening of the fire. The fire is flying, so I couldn't go out.
Just to watch your own market.
Just to watch to protect my market. I was just yesterday. I was here.
Wow. So, do you have insurance on your business?
Not yet.
Not
they
yet.
taught me about it.
But you've not had insurance. Try to get insurance now.
I wanted to work on it.
Okay. Try to get insurance. Baba, thank you very much. I pray that. Thank God, say nothing to your own business. All right. Well done. Well done. All right.
Must be greater than today. My tomorrow must be greater than today.
Hi everyone, my name is Taiwo Torton and you can call me Mr. T. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Wake Up Calls. Wake up Nigeria leaders, wake up African leaders, wake up African people. The time is now for us to take our place among the nations of the world. The time is now for us to start enjoying the necessities of life. The Lord has blessed us even more than all those countries living large, living big, living better. This is the time for us to wake up. So what is the purpose of this channel? Wake Up Calls. The purpose of this channel is to expose African leaders to how institutions and systems truly work in developed countries of the world and how those results are achieved. Development is not magic. It is structure, discipline, and commitment. Structure, discipline, and commitment. On this channel, I will show that development is not achieved by magic. No. Development is not achieved by abracadabra. No. But through selflessness, dedication, discipline, and commitment to making things work. Development takes time. And if we don't start now, when will we ever catch up with developed countries? Many of us, Japan, go this place, go that place, and we know what we are even facing over there. But those countries were developed by somebody. Those countries were developed by selfless leaders. Those countries that we are running into, they were all developed by dedicated leaders. This is the time for us to wake up. I am here to make my own contribution. I am here to open our eyes to how institutions are working, to how systems are working, and what are the things that they are doing to achieve those things working. I am going to expose us to so many of them with great analysis on this channel. Please follow me and let us go. This channel is a reminder that progress requires action, not excuses. No, action, not excuses. Please, African leaders, this is not limited to Nigeria. I am from Nigeria, but I really want to speak to Nigerians as well as much as I speak to other African countries. It is our time to shine. It is our time to get to start developing, to develop to a greater country. So let us learn, improve, and build a stronger Africa together. Please, that is the purpose of this channel. Now, the topic that I'm going to talk about today is insurance policy, Nigeria versus America. How is insurance running in Nigeria and how is it run in America? I am very sure many people and a lot of people will tell me, come on, Mr. T, what are you talking about? How can you be comparing Nigeria with America? That is a joke taken too far. America gained independence in 1976 and Nigeria gained independence in 1960. The gap is wide. How can you be comparing Nigeria with American? I know some of you will come for me like that. And I'm fully prepared to explain to you why I chose America as to compare Nigeria with. I will show you the reasons. I will show you my reasons. Very simple. Now, come follow me. Let's go. I have just three simple questions to ask. Just three simple questions to buttress my point. Why it's not a big deal for me to compare Nigeria with America. And don't forget, I already said development is not magic. Why? Number one question that I want to ask audience, people that are listening to me, number one question that I want to ask you to explain my point is, if your child came third in a class, if your child came third in class, will you compare them with those who came 15th or 28th position? Certainly not. What will you do? I know you will praise them. Good boy, good girl, you have done well. But you will also remind them that someone came first. And that is your wish for them. Aim higher. I am sure that is what most of us will do, including myself. When our children came third, top position is very good, right? It's not bad. But at the same time, we want them to aim higher. We want to let them know that that person that came first doesn't have two L's and is not better than you. And that is why America is not better than Nigeria. We are not inferior. We are great people. So I want to compare us with great country, great people, so that we too can aim higher. That's number one point. The number 2 point that I want to raise is a country development determined by how many years it has been independent? Certainly not. Independent, the development is not determined by the year of independence. It's not determined by the year you have gained independence. No, and certainly not. Development is measured by action, commitment, and result. That is how development is measured. I have another point to buttress this after this. Now, number 3 question is, should Nigeria or any African country become like America overnight? No, certainly not. That is not what I'm talking about. I am not saying Nigeria should become like America tomorrow or next tomorrow or next year. Not at all. That's not what I'm talking about. But I want us to know that we must start showing genuine seriousness to develop discipline, dedication towards building our nations. Development is not by magic, it is by commitment. So I'm not saying we should start or we should become like America even in the next 2, 3, 4 years. But what I'm simply saying now is we need to start now. We need to start developing ourselves. So on this channel, I will show you how their institutions are working. Different institutions, different systems, how they are working. And many of you will agree with me that it's not by magic. We only need selfless leaders, committed and dedicated people. Now, like I said, that I'm going to buttress this point. I'm going to buttress this point. That is, it's a country development determined by how many years it has been independent. It has gained independence. Now I want to develop that point. I want to emphasize more on that. Do we all know that in 1960 that Nigeria gained independence? 18 countries gained independence that same year. Yes, 18 countries, and 17 of them are Africans. Look at it. You can make research about it. 17 out of the 18 countries that gained independence are African, and that is why 1960 is called Year of Africa. Look at the 17 countries: Nigeria, Cameroon, Togo, Mali, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Benin, like that. Look at them. Congo, Gabon, Senegal, Somalia. All these countries gained their independence in 1960. And look at the dates that they gained independence. Now, the only country, like I mentioned, that is not African is Cyprus. Cyprus gained their independence the same year Nigeria gained our independence. Yes, Cyprus is the only country that is not Africa. Like I said, that is why they call it Year of Africa. Year of Africa. Cyprus is the only country that is not Africa. Now, how are they doing economically? How are they doing economically? How is Cyprus doing economically? Look at this. Cyprus is doing economically well, demonstrating strong, resilient, and robust growth that is expected to continue through 2025, 2026, and even beyond. The economy has been achieved. The economy has been acknowledged, by the IMF and major credit rating agencies for its notable progress, with credit rating upgraded to the A category. This country gained their independence the same year, 1960, and they are doing economically well. That is to show us, that is to tell us, that is to buttress my point that development is not by the number of years that the country has gained independence. In order to buttress my point even a little bit further, I have another point that I'm going to give. Come with me. I now want to tell us about countries that gained independence even after 1960. We are talking about one country out of 18 that shows development, that has developed themselves. I show you, right? But I want to tell you, even those that gain independence years after, how are they doing economically? Can we measure up to them? The first example I'm giving is Singapore. Look at Singapore gained their independence what? 1965. And Singapore has a highly developed mixed market economy that is globally competitive, open, and business friendly. It has a high GDP per capita and is a major financial and trading hub through it exposed to global economic risk. Singapore, 5 years after we gain our independence, Singapore gained their independence and they are doing very well. Another country is Botswana, 1966. 1966. 6 years, 6 years after. And you see, from United Kingdom. And what is it? You see, it has demonstrated significance. You see, it has demonstrated significant progress through stable governance, economy, growth, and effective natural resources management. Effective natural resources management. Nigeria, we have these resources too. We have human resources. We have natural resources. We have all you can think about. But look at it. This country gained their independence 1966, 6 years after our independence, and they are doing economically well. I have two more examples to give. Now look at it. What about Mauritius? Look at it, 1968. 1968, they gained their independence in 1968. 8 years. 8 years after Nigeria independence. And look at them. Go and Google all that I'm talking about. The economy is growing strongly with a projected GDP of 16 billion in 2025. If you look at their population, it will be nothing compared to that of Nigeria. You see, World Bank reported 4.9 GDP growth in 2024 and forecast a 6.8 compound annual growth rate. 8 years after Nigeria independence. If you don't agree with me, let's assume you feel like, oh, come on, Singapore, don't mind them. Oh, come on, don't mind Botswana. Oh, come on, don't mind Mauritius. None of you, as many of Africans that are watching me, you cannot argue this with me. I am talking about United Arab Emirates. You cannot argue that with me. They gained their independence in 1971. 11 years. And I'm going to leave us to judge, to compare how far they developed, compare to how far Nigerians or other African countries, those 17 countries that gained independence in 1960. Let's compare how far they have gone compared to this United Arab Emirates that gained their independence in 1960, in 1971. Many of our leaders, we steal our money and use it to develop even their country for them. So development is not measured by the number of years a country has gained independence. That is what I'm trying to prove to us by telling us all of this. So the point I want us to note from this, from my analysis, is just that development is not determined by how many years a country has existed, but through what? Selflessness and committed leaders. That is the secret. That is the secret. Go and read. Go and learn. Go and read about United Arab Emirates. How do they go to where they are? Many of us go to Dubai. As many people, if they've not gone to Dubai in years, if they've not gone to Dubai, they are like they've not been to, even here in America, even here in United States, people want to go to Dubai. They want to go and experience that country. So development is not achieved, it's not determined by the year of independence. That's one. Number two, I am not saying Nigeria should reach American level today, but we must start showing genuine commitment and seriousness towards development. Then the last one, our leaders must understand that development is not by magic. It is possible when they are determined to fulfill the responsibilities they were elected to carry out. That's what we need from our leaders. And I'm here to help again. I'm here to support, I'm here to expose them to how institutions are working. Those things that are working in those countries they are running to. Those countries they are stealing our money to go and develop. How are the institutions they work? How are the system they work? I am going to take those institution system one after the other, and I will expose us to how they are doing it. And we will see that development is not by magic. So all we need to do is to follow simple steps as I will be mentioning them in my video. We have a lot to unpack together. Just follow me. Subscribe to this channel and you will not regret it. I promise you. Now, why am I talking about insurance now? Why am I talking about insurance in my first video? It's just because fire disaster happened in many countries of the world. Here in the United States, we used to have very, very serious disaster when it comes to fire incidents. But what is the aftermath? What is the aftermath? What happened after the fire incidents has come and gone? Fire incidents happen anywhere in the world. But what happened when terrible fire disaster happened in America, and what happened when the same happened in Nigeria or even something smaller? What happened? So I am here to talk about the aftermath, because that has not stopped fire incident from happening in America. It happens almost every year. We all can remember the one that happened in Los Angeles very recently, January 7th this year, 2025. It was horrible. But what was the aftermath? Does it result to end of life for people that got involved? Does it resulted in people now looking like, oh, their life has ended? No, that's one of the institutions. That's one of the systems I'm going to expose us to. We are going to talk about insurance in America and in Nigeria. I want to expose us, tell us how insurance works in America. What is the aftermath of that fire incident? Look at this now. In Lagos State, that is the economic capital of Africa. Nobody will ever doubt that. In Lagos State, about 5 or 6 fire incidents or disaster has happened between September and November. Look at it. In September, you remember, in September, we have fire disaster that happened in Afriland Tower office, the same day, the same time, at Mandela's building. Those fire disaster happened the same day. And the outcome, the consequence was horrible. People livelihood just go down the drain just like that. Millions, if not billions, got destroyed, engulfed by fire. Afriland Towers and Mandela's building. That was in September. In October, Alaba International Market suffered a major fire, destroying several shops, warehouses, and costing traders millions in lost goods. That's it. That's September, October. Follow me. November again. An early morning fire destroyed shops in Nnamdi Azikiwe and Dosumu sections of Idumata Market. That same year, that they just September, October, November. Now look at it. We are in November. See what is happening. Another one in November. A fire also broke out at the household of David Church in Ikeja. The fire incident is becoming too much. And not only becoming too in Ikeja, the fire incident is becoming too much. And not only becoming too much, the consequence, the aftermath is what worries me. The aftermath, what happened thereafter, is what I'm concerned about. And that's what I want us to expose. Because fire incidents happen in other countries of the world. Okay, when it happens in America, what was the aftermath? What happened thereafter? Now, this that has happened, because this place are for business owners, what is the consequence? What is the aftermath? That is what I want to expose us to. Now, let's just look at it. Now, this is the Afriland Tower, September 16. Look at the way people are jumping out of the window. 10 people lost their life in this fire incident, fire disaster. Look at it. What about Mandela's? The same 16th, September 16th. Look at beautiful, very expensive things got damaged just like that. It's not only that. Let me show us more. See, look at this now. From the Whistler, 6,700 traders, 450 shops affected in Mandela's building fire outbreak. Look at it. So what is the consequence of this? When you see this now, we cannot limit what has happened to only 6,700 traders. This one should be multiplied by at least 5. Because these traders have husband, wife, children, and many dependents, as we have in Africa. So why should this happen and their life return to zero? That is worrisome. It doesn't happen like that in other countries of the world. It doesn't happen like that in developed countries of the world. Fire incidents can happen. But when it happened, what happened? Look at, that's Mandela's building. Look at Dosumu Market, April 9, 2024. Balogun Market, fire. Happened in the what? 2019 and January 2020. You see? Look at the people. The great people, good people, young, energetic, vibrant. People that lost their life. Look at them. In the Mandelas, in Afriland. Look at it. These are the people from United Capital. Look at their picture. Very promising. Now I want us to watch the video. This one is that same building. We have the IRS too. I want us to watch
A
the
total
video.
of 10 staff of the Federal Inland Revenue Service and others from the United Capital staff have been confirmed dead in the fire outbreak in Lagos State. The FIRS confirmed the loss of 4 of its staff, while the United Capital PLC lost 6 staff. The deceased were working on the 6th and 7th floors of the building, which houses 2 FIRS offices, when the tragedy occurred. It is said that security and safety officials quickly contacted the fire service when alerted, but thick smoke had already engulfed the building. The FIRS said its management and staff are in deep shock and have reached out to the families of the deceased, promising to provide all necessary support. The agency also went further to say that they are working in collaboration with all relevant agencies in Lagos to get to the root cause of the unfortunate incident. The United Capital PLC also mourned the loss of its staff, describing the 5 victims as integral parts of their company and family, and that their painful loss leaves an immeasurable void. Ibe Onyechi reporting for VOS TV News, Benin.
Let us also watch the video of the victim, the UBA, that is the United Capital. The people that lost their life. Look at good people, great people. Now, like I said, I want us to also watch this video. A victim apologizing after vented his anger on one journalist. Let us listen to what he said. Let us listen to him.
Live here.
They came here.
Hello, live here.
We call for us to
How far? Live here. Yes, live here. Live here. Hey, live here, bro. Live here. Live here.
I'm so sorry for what happened that night. I'm so sorry. I was not on my right senses. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm the only son of my family. To watch everything I have in this Lagos go down. If there's some people that will run mad, so please forgive me. Forgive me, please. I'm begging you. Forgive me.
I really sympathize with you. Sincerely, I sympathize with you. Watching your shop and your livelihood go down the way it did on the horrific night. I sympathize with you. But we as journalists, it's beholden us to always, be on the side of the people, the masses.
As it happens, and that's the only way. That's the only way government can see what's happening. That's the only way the world can see exactly what's happening. I quite understand that you were running high on emotions, and you have rightly apologized, and I accept your apology, which is indeed the right thing to do.
You see, he reacted because all he has labored for all his life has gone. It doesn't happen like that in developed countries of the world. It doesn't happen like that. So that's what I'm talking about. And here are the victim lamenting. Here are the victim. Let us watch the video how they were lamenting, because their source of livelihood, what they've worked for many years, has gone down the drain, has been engulfed by fire, and that is the end. No. Is the end. No, that shouldn't be the end. That is my concern. That is why I'm doing this video. If our institutions are working, if our systems are working, That shouldn't be the end. Fire disaster, like I've mentioned, happens all over anywhere, all over the world. Look at the one that happened in Hong Kong recently. It's not going to be the end of life. They will be worried. They will be concerned. They will cry. They will roll because they lost something. Not that that's the end of their life. In fact, let me shock you. Now, what are the consequences of what just happened? What are the consequences of what happened at Afriland? What happened at Mandela's building? What happened at Dosumu, Balogun, Nnamdi Azikiwe, all those places that I've mentioned? What will be the aftermath? What will be the result? What are they going through now? What is the situation with them? Let us look at this. I say, can you imagine the number of people now in deep sorrow and heavy debt because their source of livelihood was suddenly destroyed? Can you imagine? No wonder that happened in 2029 or 2019, the one that happened in 2020. Do you know some of them has not recovered from that situation up to now? How many years after? How many years after? Because their source of livelihood was suddenly destroyed. That's it. They are in deep sorrow. Another thing, I said, think about those who build their businesses from the scratch, spending years of sweat and sacrifice to reach a point of stability, only to lose everything overnight and no remedy. No, that's not good. I said, do you realize how many may never recover again? How many will have to start all over, uncertain of what the future holds? And I say here, it is heartbreaking to consider the silent pain and the evening sicknesses that may follow. Illness born from shock, grief, and unbearable stress of sudden losses. When some people, all those Alaba market, many traders have been there for many years. Those men now that have been working, having even apprentice working with them, everything has gone. See, some of them will sit down again and breathe heavily. When they think of what happened, where am I going to start again? Where am I going to start again? That is the point. That is the point. Look at it again. Many families will never remain the same again because the ripple effect of this tragedy will touch their daily meal. We touch their daily meals, their children's schooling, and their financial stability, at least for a long while. And lastly, beyond the physical losses, can you picture the relationship that will be strained or broken? Debt unpaid, promises unfulfilled, trust shattered. In fact, those not directly affected by the fire may find their businesses and livelihood entangled in its aftermath. Sure, there are so many people because the way they work in those markets, they share goods. Oh, I have this. Come and take it, sell. When you sell, give it to me. Give it back to me. Some of them are distributors. Some of them just take those goods to go and sell and return back the money. But when it's fire happen, everything go down the drain like that. But the point now is, so I now said the consequences are deeper than the flames that burn down those buildings. They reach into hearts, home, and future. of those people, some of them may never recover again. I'm not talking about financially alone, even health-wise. Because some may develop some sickness that they were not even in their system before, because it's a great loss. Now the point now is, does that happen in the same? Fire happen in other countries, like I mentioned, even here in America many times. But what do you think happened after fire incidents in America? After fire incident, fire disaster happened in America, what do you think happened? I am telling you, it is always like what my people will say. I'm a Yoruba man. He said, Ile oba tojo ewa lobusi. I am going to interpret that. When fire incident, fire disaster happen in other developed countries of the world, it is when the king palace burnt down. The rebuilt palace is more beautiful. That is the meaning of what I just said. When a king palace got burnt, it will be old palace. When they rebuild it, you think it's going to be the same old palace that he built for him? No. It's going to have a better palace. It's going to have a modern palace. That has always been the aftermath. That has always been the consequence when fire incidents happen in developed countries. That is what happened. It's not the end of life. It's never the end of life. And in order to buttress that, I am going to give you guys a very short story for you to understand me better. I was coming back from work on this fateful day. Then I was living in Philadelphia. I was coming back from work and I saw this man's car burning, engulfed in fire. The car was burning. And the owner of the car was just looking at it, just folded his hands like this, and was looking at the car burning. I was surprised. I nearly got to the United States then. Immediately, my mind flashed back to Nigeria. That can you imagine somebody's car burning in Nigeria? And the person will just fold his hands and be looking. Is that possible? And let me shock you again. Even those cars, other cars are just zooming off. Boom, 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 boom. Very few people stop. Maybe one or two. But me, I'm in Nigeria. Oluwa. Araje Tami. I feel it that, wow, this is somebody's car burning. I remember what will be happening in Nigeria. It's going to be, fire, water, sand, hey, everybody, all the cars going, they will be parking. There will be traffic. All the cars will park. They will bring out fire extinguishers. Some will go and carry water. Some will go and carry soap. Some will be using sand. Some will be using glass just to quench the fire. The owner of the car may be rolling on the floor. His life has ended. Everything has ended. How will he do it? Blah, 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 blah. And even the sympathizers may got their hand burnt. A lot of things may happen. But what I saw, I was baffled. The man was just looking. He never even attempted to take anything out of the car. Maybe he has his laptop or something. He was just looking at it. And other people that stopped, very few people, maybe one or two, including myself, they just say, man, that's okay, man, you'll be fine. And they just walk away. Me, I stay with the man. I was looking at him like, wow, what is all this? Can you believe it? No, he's not making any attempt. He's not struggling. He's not jumping. He's not crying. Do you know why? The reason is very simple. That is why I am talking about this. That's why I'm going to show you a lot of things that are happening, how their systems are working. I'm going to show you in different parts of the world, but with emphasis on United States of America. Do you know why that man is not bothered? I can tell you categorically. I have many people living in the diaspora that are watching this, that within 2 weeks to 1 month, that man will have a better car than that. That's it. That man will have a better car than that. So why will he kill himself? Because of what? Because of insurance. Because of insurance. And let me even shock you more. The insurance company will also give him another car. They will rent another car for him. I'm not talking about quick car. I'm not talking about anyhow car. Very solid and nice car. They will rent it for him to use and move at least 2 weeks for him to move around before they do all the necessary paperwork to get him another car, or for him to go and get another car for himself. They're not going to leave him alone. And for the fire incident that happened in Los Angeles, they will rent hotel for them. They will make them comfortable at least for some weeks, so that they will not be depressed. That is how it happens in other country. When fire incidents happen, when fire disaster happen, it's not the end of life. It's supposed to even make you come out better. It happened to me. I can give myself as an example too. The car that I was using that got accident recently, I am telling you, is far, far below the one I'm using now. And it's within 3 weeks, I got another very nice car. How do I get it? How? It's because of insurance. It has been programmed. So all those people, they need to, I'm not even talking about they need to escape. They need to get out of the place. Just the first thing that you gotta do, just make sure you are safe. Just make sure you are safe. That's what you gotta do. Leave the car, you're gonna get a better car. Leave the house, you're gonna get a better house. Whatever it is, your safety is paramount, is number one. And you know yourself that that's not the end of your life. In fact, it's going to be a better life thereafter. That is how it happens in other countries of the world. And that is what I want to tell us. That's what I want to show us. That's what I want us to imitate. That's what I want us to learn from. They are not superior to us. And it's not by magic. Simple insurance will make sure any disaster that happens, your life continues. Now, I want us to take something. I want us to analyze what has just happened now. To the man I gave in that story. Let's look at it. Special question to reflect on. Did I mention that it's the government? Did I mention that it's the government that gave him settlement to restore his loss? No, not at all. It has nothing to do with the government. It's not government that give him the money. It's not government that settled him. It is the insurance company, an institution that has been established that works. That's it. Did I tell you he was a politician? No, because it's only politician in Nigeria or any other African country that his car can get burnt and they will get another car, if not possible, immediately. Ordinary citizen cannot try that, but that is not how it works in other developed countries of the world. This man is nobody. He may even be taking $10, $15, $20 per hour. It doesn't have to be a politician. No, you don't have to be a politician. And it's not government. Did I mention that he was related to the president or any politician? No. He doesn't know. He knows nobody. Nobody know him. And he doesn't care. You don't have to know anybody, somebody before life works better for you. No. Then did I mention he's a multimillionaire? No. It's not Dangote. It's not $10. Ordinary citizen. I gave an example of myself. Ordinary citizen. Nothingness. Nothingness. Life continue for everybody. Either you are rich or poor. That is institution that is working. You don't have to know politician. You don't have to be a politician. Or did I say his family member, pastor, friends contributed money for him to buy another car? No, no, nobody contribute for anybody. Don't know, ordinary citizen, your life will continue like you are multimillionaire because the car that man will get. So that car may be 2020. Then after that incident, in a month after, he will get 2025 or even 2026 car without knowing anybody, without being a politician, without anybody contributing anything for him. In fact, his family member will just say, we heard about this, I hope you're okay. Once he said it's okay, they won't say nothing much because they know he will definitely get a better car few weeks after the incident. Then, did I say he got his finger burnt? Or did any of his sympathizers suffered injuries? Just like it would have happened in Nigeria. That man, he will remove his cloth, trying to quench the light. They will go and play water. He will be touching those places he shouldn't touch in the car, trying to remove this, trying to remove that. Life, like, come on, man. Life is not difficult. Development is not magic. That's an ordinary sentence. I give an example of myself too. So what is that? So that's what I want us to take away from there. So aftermath of incidents, of fire incidents, aftermath of incidents, life went on as if nothing had happened. In fact, things even get better. That's it. Things even get better. That is how it happened in developed countries of the world. When you when you have fire accident or any form of accident, life continued. After the incident, life went on as if nothing has happened. To that man, life continues. The insurance company will give him another car and he will continue his life. They will give him another car to use even before that his money is ready. That's how it's supposed to be. Like nothing happened. In fact, things even get better. Now, let me quickly talk about insurance, how it runs here in the United States. Let me quickly talk about it. Now, the key part of an insurance policy. There's possibility that there is insurance in Nigeria, but certainly it's not working. It's not working. If you look at the video that I showed you about the victims, it's not working. Because the way those people are lamenting, they are not lamenting, they are not crying, they are not willing because of, oh, my things has got burnt already. Anybody may do that, may feel worried about that. But the way they were lamenting shows that their life has gone back to zero. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. So what are the key parts of insurance? We have premium. All you gotta be doing is to be making monthly payments. Pay monthly, quarterly, or yearly. That's what you gotta be doing. That's what you gotta be doing. You pay monthly, quarterly, or yearly. That's premium. That's the amount of money you'll be paying every month. Stipend, not much. Then we have what they call deductibles. The amount you must pay out of pocket before the insurance starts covering your costs. This is only applicable to health insurance. Health insurance. Health insurance, they are the one that you have to do copay for car. What they do, yes. Also for deductible, yes, deductible is for car insurance too. Yes, deductible is for car insurance. It is the copay that is common to health insurance. So for car insurance, you have to do what they call what we call, we have what we call deductible. That deductible is the amount. It may be $500, it may be $1,000. That is where the insurance will start covering your losses. So let's say you have an accident that somebody bashed your car. If the amount is less than your deductible, if your deductible is 500 and what you're going to use to repair the car is less than 500, you take care of it by yourself. But anything above that, insurance will take over. If it's 1,000, that it will cost. So if your deductible is 500 and it's what, and the incident and the person that bash your car, what they need to pay, what you need to repair your car is $1,000. The insurance will pay, you will pay the $500 deductible, then the insurance will pay the remaining one. So even if it's $10,000 that they are going to use to repair that your car, your deductible, if it's just 500, that's all you gotta pay. The remaining $9,500, insurance will take care of it. That is the deductible. That is the deductible. The deductible is applicable. The deductible is applicable to car insurance. Then the copay, this one is a common in health insurance. So that's the copay when you went to go and see your doctor. When you went to go and see your doctor, that is the stipend. Maybe $25, maybe $50, maybe $40 that you have to pay each time you go to see your doctor. Every other thing that happened there, majority of it will be covered by your insurance. Then we have a coverage limit. That is the maximum the insurance will pay. Then we have exclusion. That is talking about the situation that insurance will not cover, and you will know about it. It would have been discussed in your insurance policy when you are doing it. Now, let us quickly look at briefly. I don't want this video to be long. I don't want my video to be long, but I'm so sorry about this. If what I need to talk about, I need to explain more, emphasize more, analyze more, it's going to be long because I want us to have deep understanding of what I'm talking about. But I promise I will try as much as possible to make sure it's not too much. The video is not too long. Now, let us briefly look at the type of insurance that we have. We have health insurance. We all know the meaning of that. That has to do with, it will help you to pay for medical bill, and that most of the time is gone through employer. Health insurance. Most of the organizations, companies, they make sure they have the medical or health insurance for their workers. So the next one is auto insurance. That's the car insurance that I'm talking about. It's called auto insurance. So look at it now. So most states, it is compulsory. It is required by law in most states. Yes. So in United States, you cannot put your car on the road without insurance. At least you must have third party insurance you must have. What does that mean? Third party insurance is simply talking about in case you hit another person's car, the insurance will take care of that. Minimum, that's what you must have. So if you have third party, they may not do anything about your own car. You go and fix it yourself. But that person that you hit his car, the insurance will help the person take care of that car. That is the third party. So you must have that. So there will be no situation like it used to happen in Nigeria. Have you ever witnessed when all these rickety cars, all these off-road cars, when they hit a luxury car? How many of us has witnessed that before? You can put that in the comment section. How many of us, what will happen? Can we imagine that? The person will come out of the car. The person with the rickety car, with off-road car that should have even been dumped away. Some of them, when you are inside the car, rain will be beating you. Some of the cars, some of them, you will even have to hold the door as you are driving on. You imagine that car is a luxury car, maybe like Lexus or maybe like Benz. You know what I'm talking about, right? The person will come out of the car and start rolling on the car. His life has finished, though. Oh, this is where his village people really, they mean it. He has been suspecting his stepmom that he said is going to finish him. He will start crying. He will start rolling on the floor. Now, the owner of the car may not be able to do anything, because a lot of people passing by will even tell him that this man cannot even pay you, because that car cannot even buy his tire or anything from his car. So what is the aftermath? The aftermath now is that man now, we have to spend hundreds of thousands to repair that car out of budget, because nobody budget for things like that, right? But because the person that hit his car doesn't have insurance, all he's going to resort to is to begging, right? So he will have to go and fix his car by himself. So in order for that not to happen, that's why they make it compulsory here in the state that you must have at least third-party insurance. So that even if you are not going to repair your own car, if you don't want the insurance company to repair your car, you're not going to put that person on another unexpected expenses. So once that rickety car hit a car like that, it's not a big deal. All they got to do is both of them come out of the car and exchange insurance information. That's it. The man that has a rugged car, you don't have to cry. You don't have to start rolling on the floor. You don't have to say somebody is behind you or somebody is pursuing you. No. And that man wouldn't need to go and spend another unexpected money. All you got to do is change your insurance information, and the insurance company will take care of his car. That is how institution works. That is how systems work. That is how people live their life, that they are not stressful. That is how people live their life. Their life is any accident or situation that happen is not the end of life. So auto insurance, you must have at least, and here in the United States, all states make it compulsory. Now, homeowners or rental insurance, this one is managed. So the health insurance is managed by employers, mostly, either government or private. You will be paying out of your salary anyway, but your company will also subsidize. They will subsidize it for you. But the auto insurance is handled by state. So if you put your car on the road without insurance, when they catch you, you'll be in trouble. I will say something more about that. Then for the homeowners or rental insurance, this is for the property. It is the insurance company, it is the banks, the mortgage sponsors that handle that. I will say more about that. The life insurance, that is you pay money to beneficiary if the insured person dies. Then disability insurance. That's for disabled people. Now, let me talk briefly about 3 ways you can get health insurance. Briefly about 3 ways you can get health insurance. Number 1, employer sponsor plan. This is being done by employer, like I've mentioned. They want to make sure you are able to do your job. So your employer will support your health insurance. You will be paying, not much, but your insurance, your employer will also support your health insurance. That is number 1. The number 2 is the government program. So they have Medicare for seniors, Medicaid for low-income earners, Social Security, disability, veterans benefit, and all the rest. So this one, the government, you don't have to be hold elderly people alone. Elderly people are the one that enjoy Medicaid. For Medicaid is for low income earners. So they know that sometimes you may be broke, sometimes you may not have money, situations happen, they will not allow you to die because of that. So you can enjoy Medicaid, you know. That's the second way. Then for the Social Security disability and for the veterans benefit. Those are the areas you can get, or that's the second way you can get health insurance. Then the last one is the one you can get by yourself. Maybe you are not working for nobody, you are self-employed. You can also get health insurance like that. These are the 3 ways you can get health insurance. Then we're not talking about auto. Auto insurance. Auto insurance is state level enforced. Auto insurance is state level enforced. So every state in United States, you cannot put your car on the road without insurance. If you do that, you are doing it at your own risk. That's what you're doing. So all state, like I mentioned. Now, how is it enforced? Proof of insurance is required to register a vehicle or renew your driver's license. So when you go in there to renew your driver's license, you have to show that you have insurance. Or you buy another vehicle, you have to show that you have insurance. That's how it's been enforced. So if police stop you and you don't have insurance, I don't know. As many that are living in United States that are watching this car, they will be saying, they stop you, you don't have insurance. I'm sorry for you, man. I'm really sorry for you. A lot can happen. What are the penalty? Penalty for no insurance. Institution that work. This is not that the police will stop and you will give him a take now. What? Don't do shit. Don't do that here. You can't give him anything. So you can, if police stop you, if police stop you and you don't have insurance, see what can happen to you. Fine, license suspension, car impoundment, or SR, that is filing for proof of future insurance. So I think your car can go for life. Your car can be impounded. You may pay fine. And when you're talking about that fine, we're not talking about 100. It anyway depends on the state. But where me I live, if police stop you, you don't have insurance. You are talking about $300 to $350 that you're gonna pay. If not, your car can go. They can suspend your license. Anything can happen. So it's a must. You must have insurance, at least third party, like I've mentioned, so that even if you don't care about your own car, you are the one that will not be able to go anywhere. But that person, you will not put that person on because of your own carelessness or because of your own, you don't care. That person care. You're not going to put his life on a hold or stop. So your insurance will take care of it. That's for the auto insurance. That's for the auto insurance. Now, when you talk about the health insurance that I talk about, it is enforced by federal and state. It is federal and state enforced. So, under Affordable Care Act, ACA, I don't want to talk too much about that. Just for you that I mentioned before, individual, you must have insurance. Where you are working, they will take care of it. They will support you while you pay little. But those of you that don't have, the government will help you. That's what we're just talking about here. So, individual report insurance status on tax return. That's how it enforced. So you must show that you have tax return in your when you are filing your tax. Then Lastly, it's about the homeowners insurance. Now, this one is not enforced by federal or state, but it is enforced by banks. It is enforced by mortgage lenders. You know, here in the state, we have our houses are mortgaged. You buy houses and you'll be paying little by little. So the people that are sponsoring your mortgage, they are the one that will ask you if you are not having if you don't have insurance, we cannot put our money on you. So they are the one that will make it compulsory that if you want us to, for you to get mortgage from us, you must have homeowners insurance. So not mandated by government, but mortgage lenders require it before approving or maintain a home loan. So the loan you are taking for your house to buy a house, they will tell you you must have insurance. And also the renters, when you are, if you rent an apartment too, there is an apartment insurance. That's what they call rental insurance. That one, when you want to rent a house, they will tell you you must have insurance. So if you have insurance where you are coming from, maybe you move from Philadelphia to Texas or from California to Delaware. If you have an insurance over there, you can present it to them. If you are renting a house where you just moved to, oh, I have insurance here, I have rental insurance, you can maintain it. But if not, they will make sure, because they already have their owners insurance or renters insurance, they will introduce it to you and you must pay as part of your rentage. So that if anything happens, both of you will be on the safest side. The insurance company will take care of their house, and even your belongings that are in the house, they will also take care of it for you. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that good? That is how life continues. That is how people enjoy life here. You say, oh, you in America, you enjoy your life. No, it's simply because the institutions are working. Things have been arranged in such a way that in case of incasity, life continues. So lenders monitor insurance policy through escrow account. Then homeowners will cancel. They will not even allow you to rent their house without having insurance. So that is all. So that is all about health insurance. So I just want to refresh our memory. We all remember the Los Angeles devastating wildfire. That was horrible, right? That was horrible. How many houses? Mandela's Tower or building? Affinland Tower, is that 2 buildings? And all those that I've mentioned is not compared to what happened here. In this place, look at the whole houses that got burnt. Houses, just look at this. Department of Economic Opportunity, County of Los Angeles. Look at it, recovery indicator for that Los Angeles January 7. As of July, the number of houses that got burned, they are many. And so many celebrities even have their house burned. In that place, so many celebrities. So we are talking about houses that even won millions of dollars. They got burned. But let me tell you how where institution work. That is why I want you to share this video. Let this video reach Senate President, House of Assembly, House of Representative or leaders. Let them, okay, I'm going to talk about that. Let have things work. Let us have things work. Look at it. As of July, this thing happened in January 7. As of July 31st, 2025, 93%. You see? You see, 93% of filed insurance claims had been partially paid, totaling $20.4 billion has been paid. What is the implication of that? Most of the people that got their house burned that time, they are living in another brand new house now. They are living in another brand new house. Brown, even if they have old furniture before, they will not give them old furniture. No, this time around, maybe some of them, their house is even leaking somewhere. They are still calling for somebody to come and repair, blah, blah, blah. Everything they will have now is going to be brand new. 20.4 billion has been paid as of July 31st. Nearly 800 rebuilding permit has been issued with an average processing time of just 52 business days. That is where institutions work. The fire engulfed thousands of houses. But 93% has been settled. 20 point something billion people are back in their house, enjoying their life. Life continues. You see, I just want to draw our attention to how this works. So I don't know if the owner of Mandela's or Halfway Land, they also have insurance. Thank God. Thank God. That's fantastic. But for the way I see those business owners lamenting, I am not sure they have insurance. It is compulsory. It is important for your own good, because anything can happen at any time. I just give us that. So now step-by-step checklist of how it happens in United States. Step-by-step checklist. That is, and it's just like the one that happened in Afriland, the one that happened in Mandela's, or maybe the one that happened in the Alaba International Market, especially house or building or business or whatever it is 45 days mostly. And how? Number one, the first day is going to be call 911. Like I mentioned before, if you've been listening from the beginning, the most important thing is get to a safety place. Get to a what? A safety place. That is the most important, that you will say this guy is burning, not jumping up and down, not crying. Just like that man, what that man did himself. Even that car is going to explode. He can easily dodge himself. He's staying. And why do you think he's staying there? He's waiting for 911. He's waiting for police. So they will be the witness. They will also help him write report. And God, that's it. That's why he's waiting there until police come. So within first day, make sure you and everybody, everyone is safe. That's the first thing. Then we need that time too. They can make arrangement for emergency lodging within that day, or from 1 to 3 days after the fire. Assign a claim adjuster. Who are the adjuster? Within 1 to 3 days, adjuster will come there and they will estimate all that has got damage. They will start taking inventory list. Then that is 1 to 3 days. 3 to 7 days after the fire, they will walk through. You can walk through with the adjuster if it is allowed. You know, you can walk through with the adjuster if it's allowed. Then you now talk about request advance partial payment if needed. Maybe you need some things. Maybe you say, oh, your check got burned in the house, everything. They will give you little money that you'll be using to survive before everything is settled. Then they will not start getting estimate from contractor within at least 2 to 3 days. Then within 1 to 4 weeks, the damage will finalize scope of damage, agreed on payout, and plan rebuilding. within 1 to 4 weeks. So calculate it together. 1 to 4 weeks, that should be a month. Like let's say 31 days plus 7 days, right? That's about 38 days. Plus 3 days. That's 40 days. Plus 1. So within 45 days, you will know where you are going. Not that life has ended. Not that your BP will now rise. Not that, oh, life has ended. No way, nothing to do again. Not that, oh, where am I going to start all over? How am I going to start all over again? Not that you will not have enemy. Because somebody that gave you goods may still even want you to pay when your own has even got damage. What about all those people that are doing apprentice among the Igbos? They will serve as apprentice. At the end of the years that they served, they will settle them. When the gas business has got burnt, where will you raise money to settle that boy that have been serving him for years? But in a place where things work, in countries where institution work, where system works, it has been arranged, it has been prepared. It's any disaster, any incidents, it's not the end of life. Life continues. Life continues. So that is what I want to draw our attention to. And finally, my call, because this is wake up world, wake up calls. So what are the calls that I'm making to the government and to individuals? That is what I'll be using to end my video. What I want us to learn for all that I've been saying since morning, what we can benefit from it. Especially that I said, development is not by magic. I've explained to you now how they go about it, how they go about the insurance, so that when anything happens, there will be solution. It's not going to be the end of life. So my calls to the government now is government at all levels, local, state, and federal, should, as a matter of urgency, enact enabling laws that will make insurance compulsory. They should enact enabling law. Let video reach your local government chairman. Let this video reach your councillor. Let it reach the House of Assembly in the state. And let it reach the federal House of Representatives. Let the Senate leaders, let them watch this video. Let them make insurance work in Nigeria. Let all other African countries, let them make insurance work. Please, they should make insurance compulsory. Especially auto insurance. They should make it compulsory. The third party that I'm talking about, they should make it compulsory, at least that third party, so that when somebody hits your car, you don't have to argue, you don't have to start fighting. We are not going to settle it with, no. You don't have to fight. All you got to do is come out of your car and exchange insurance information. You've been paying your insurance. He or she has been paying her insurance. What else? The insurance company will take care of it, and life continues. But we cannot do it by ourselves. That's why I'm making the call to the government to make it compulsory. Then secondly, a very serious-minded person like retired Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa of NDLEA, or Professor Moji Adeyeye, Director General of NADA, some serious-minded people. Because those two people, we in diaspora, we are even saying, yes, they are trying. We see what they are doing. They need somebody like that under insurance, not just anybody. They need serious-minded people that will take it serious. They should appoint them to handle insurance paratasa, because insurance is a serious matter. It's a very serious matter. From what I have been talking since, you should know that it's very, very serious. It's as serious and as important as a NDLEA or as a NAFDAC. Insurance is as important as that. So it's not something that they should leave everybody to do whatever they like. It should be taken seriously. So that if anything happens, life continues as if nothing happened. Or life should even get better. Then I said insurance should be taken seriously like drug law enforcement agencies. Why? Because aftermath of insurance, aftermath of any form of accident is always very depressing. Many of them now will be depressed because the situation, because they can't go back. They don't even have extra money before. They are surviving from their business. They are surviving. Some people, their car is what they are using to do Uber, to do this, to do that. And when it just had an accident or something happened to it, maybe fire, that's the end of life. That it shouldn't be like that. So please, then the last one I said, this shouldn't be an opportunity to embezzle money like pension boards. This shouldn't be like that. That's why they should put somebody serious. They have to take it so serious that serious-minded people should be made to do insurance company, or all the insurance company must be well scrutinized. All insurance companies, whosoever they are doing insurance, it shouldn't be like when people pay for insurance and it is time for you to settle them, story will not come. No. That's why I said it's as serious as NAFDAC or NDLEA. It shouldn't be like that. Because that's not what is happening over here. That's why they should help us to make the institution work. That's why they should help us to make the system work. As long as you pay your premium, if anything happens, you are settled. Life continues. If you need a new car, they buy for you. If you need a new house, they build for you. If it's your business, they settle you to go and start your business afresh at a very short period of time. Within a very short period of time. That is what must happen. I tell you, even over here, if some people have car that is getting too old and they have mortgage or something, they always pray that something to happen to the car. Because if anything happens to it, I am telling you, they will get a brand new car. That is how institution works. Okay, tell me, all I've been seeing now, what is magic in that? What is magic in all that I've been seeing? It's not by magic. So I'm saying that that's a call. Share this video to your local government, chairman. Tell them how institution works, system works in other countries. The state government should do the same thing. Let your state governor listen to this video. Let them watch this. There are also the federal government, especially with the kind of system that we have in Nigeria. Once the federal government enact this law, once they enforce it, it will make it easier for state and local government to follow. Our Senate should not just be sitting down there. They should do something and getting insurance. Look at all those losses. Look at. See the way people are jumping out. And all those people here in America, if you are a visitor to a business place where an accident, where fire disaster happen like that, you may even get richer. Because if you get injured or anything happens to that, even ordinary smoke, if you enter your eyes or your nose and you are not feeling comfortable and you went to the hospital, the insurance company will also take care of you. So it's not limited to people that are shop in there. It's not limited to the owner of the building alone. They will take care of everybody involved. They will take care of everybody involved. So that's how it should be. So lastly, I am going to make a call to individuals too. Everyone must embrace insurance at all levels. What am I saying? I am saying insure your car, your property, your business, and your life. Make sure you insure them. Make sure you insure them. It's for your own benefit. It's for your own good. If that man that I gave his story doesn't have insurance, that's his own cup of tea. He will not go and start life all over again as if he's living in Nigeria. But he must have insurance because government make it compulsory. So that is why government must also make it compulsory. And it shouldn't be an opportunity to embezzle money for insurance company. The police should help too. They're not that the police will not be, oh, I don't have insurance. So once they stop you and you don't have insurance, it's an opportunity for them. Oh, yeah, go and bring 5,000 and go. No. No. Once they stop you and you don't have that insurance, they should not compromise. They make sure you pay the penalty attached to it. And that is why if everybody will sit up, and I want us to know, I believe we all know, that even those people, those senators, House of Representative members, the politicians, they are the ones using card and what 100 millions of naira. Most of them, they are the ones using it. So this thing will also be beneficiary to them. They will benefit from it. Even insurance, car insurance even covered till maybe when your car develops fault. There are some insurance that will take care of it for you. So they that have big cars, anything can happen to their car. Because they have money they have a lot of money, doesn't mean they should waste the money. So once they have insurance, the insurance will take care of their car. That is how things run in developed countries of the world. Then lastly, be sure to pay your part diligently. Don't default in your premium payment. That's the only problem. That's the only problem that you can face. If you do not pay your premium, let's assume that man has been paying premium all along. That particular man didn't pay his premium. That's where the problem comes. So make sure you pay your premium, play your part, and government too should please pay their part. Let us make life easy for ourselves. This is not magic. That is what they do here. And when somebody can ask a phone, you will not even have $1 in your pocket or in your bank. If your car has an accident or fire or something, and you are paying your premium, life continues. So for business owners, embrace insurance. Car owners, embrace insurance. And government should place efforts to make sure they make insurance compulsory and enforce it. Thank you. This is where I'm going to end this video. My name still remains Taiwo Chorting. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit the notification button because I have a lot to unpack on how institutions and systems are working in developed countries of the world. It's not by magic. Simple step and everybody will enjoy life. Thank you and God bless. Peace out. Thank you. Bye.